Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Red Wolves have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. There was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Red Wolves looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Catch in the middle, it's Burris. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback running on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Wide receiver comes in motion. Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Wolves about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Rayner. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Red Wolves are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Finds a man in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. He'll pull it down and run. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a 4th down is coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Burris. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Here he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arm.
Turning on the Jets. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end now in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Paul. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Check. White 94 slider choice.
Give to the running back. Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll run the option. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a second and long. They send the tight end in motion. Give to the single back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Red Wolves line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Then as he throws, picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now on the option. Shakes off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Back picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. They've got the screen set up. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Let's go. Ready.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun. He rifles one deep down the right side.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
To the air. It's Rayner. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease. It's Cook. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Rayner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Meyer just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Jacksonville State, 28. Arkansas State, 7.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Cross. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
What a play call, 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Scanning the field. It's Wimsatt. A little screen to the running back. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Release to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch inside the 30 and still running.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Ball. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
At the 10-yard line. Third down coming.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Sets up the screen. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Jacksonville State 28, Arkansas State 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Powers forward. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 16.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 18 over East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Rayner. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All kinds of room to the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Arkansas State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house.
Number 34 sets it, kick it away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win...
He's loose. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. That's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
snap it from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. They get to him as he throws. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Now on first down from the 43. Quarterback making adjustments. He's going for it all. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Buys a little time. He makes a catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those.
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? On the move, it's Cook. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Rivers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Cross. Got the first down and more. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a running room. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cross. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. coaching cliche go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win.